Oh, hi. I need you to see what I'm looking at right now. This little mongoose insists on sleeping in this suitcase, and I can't fucking handle how cute he is. We're gonna overhaul this vaguely uninteresting looking suitcase into what I hope to be a very epic dog bed. This idea is a group effort. Sarah contributed the name for this little dude. She suggested we name him Bertie. We call him like Bert, Bertie, one of the two. He mostly answers to them, and that's a reference to Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans, because we were calling him the Bean for the first week we had him when we didn't know what to name him, but Bert seems to suit him. Plus, with the color scheme going on today, it did also make me think of Bert from Mary Poppins, which is also a very beloved character. I'm not mad at either iteration. And the suggestion for the bed design was by Cheryl, so thank both of you so much. And to everybody that was suggesting names and just gushing over this little dude, because he is absolutely the best. Are you the cutest, stinkiest little bean? Yeah. He can't even look at me because it's just blaringly true. He's having to make the sacrifice of hanging out in this bed that I just made him in another DIY video, and clearly he absolutely hates this one. He seems to like this bed. It's something about the raised sides, much like the bed he's in right now. Just kind of corrals him, and I think he likes that. It's like when a cat insists on going in whatever empty box has appeared in the room. I have yet another dirty old pillow. This is not as severe as some of the other ones. It's perfect for this bed because I don't want it to be super tall. I want to keep as much of this lip as possible. Now the problem with this lip is it's a really harsh metal zipper, and I don't want him catching his tummy or anything on it. So we're gonna see how a pool noodle works as far as making a safety edge for it. He's already taken the liberty of chewing this apart. Thankfully, these little like corner supports pull right out. Look how effortless this is. There we go. Okay. And of course my brain is trying to figure out what else I can use these for, but that's for another time. And I think I'm going to take these elastic straps out of the bottom. I don't see that there's a use for this, and it's just one more thing for him to chew on. There's a little bit left, like when you cut off a tag on a shirt instead of unstitching it from the seam. This is getting covered with the pillow anyway, so I'm not worried about the appearance of it. And I got to keep in mind with the perfectionism of this, it's a dog bed. Ooh, look, I found a key. This little satchel used to be in here, but I took that out. But I don't want all this exposed metal. I don't want the little dude hurting himself on anything. And I would just cut off the zipper entirely on the top and bottom, but I would like this to still be a usable travel case for him. Oh, and the other thing I am gonna cut off, I think, yeah, because already broken anyway, this strap, it either hangs way out or I have it folded in somewhere and he keeps getting his toys stuck on it. So I'm just gonna take it out of there. Oh, and this is most definitely fake leather. Well, that's good, I guess. This was thrifted for like $2 at a Goodwill, however many years ago. It's been retired from any of my uses anyway, and now that it's full of dog stink, I would like to not use it for storage for my events anymore. I know you can't get this from that side of the camera, but this guy is nicknamed Stink for a reason. I think these just screw on. I might be able to get this bit out too. Oh, that would be awesome. So Lego Boyfriend gifted me a tool bag and a bunch of tools and everything for me to use. It's a very kind, thoughtful gift, but I think the main thought behind it is that I won't go and raid his tool collection anymore and potentially hurt myself and his tools. Well, that's not working as well as I thought. I also have these in my toolkit. I don't know what they are, but this looks like a little tiny crowbar. I'm gonna try to wedge this off of here a little bit and see where that gets me. Definitely what I should be using my very fancy fabric shears for. Another key. Ta-da! Excellent. Well, so I'm wearing the same clothes, but it is indeed the next day. I thought I had a plan of action, but then as I thought about actually going through the plan I had, I really hated how it was going to look, first off, and then also I need all these pieces to be washable because it's a dog. Dogs get dirty. He's also an old guy who's like, but I have to wipe. So I want everything to be able to get cleaned really easily, meaning it needs to be detachable or removable. So the pillowcase I'm making for the pillow isn't going to be an issue because that can come off no problem. The issue is the curtains. By the way, have I mentioned that we're going to do like curtains on the back here to cover up part of the pocket? It'll split in the middle because I'm going to put some little bean toys inside of the pocket. And in addition to the curtains, I wanted to make a little panel to cover this. So I've actually already ironed, because I'm a goddamn professional and my little bean doesn't get cut corners, and stitched over the edges of this little piece of muslin. I actually got like a whole pile of it for 50 cents at Goodwill because it was the half off color and it was only $1 to start with. So like, how could I not? This poor little guy, his bed is under my desk because he was kind of whimpering when he was over in the corner before. So now he's right by my feet. Also, something like falls on the desk, like my phone just tipped over, and he looked at me so petrified. This thing fell off the wall yesterday while I was moving the suitcase around and absolutely scared the shit out of him because it fell like on the bed. It didn't hit him, but when you get this thing coming at your face this way, it's alarming. So yes, this panel is gonna go, oh, you can't actually see what I'm trying to show you. Remember a second ago when I was like, I'm so professional? So this panel is gonna go over here. I just want to cover holes and everything. I didn't actually think I'd get that other wooden panel out, so I'm so glad. Everything's gonna be softer. There's less for him to be chewing on. Now, as I mentioned, I want this stuff to be detachable. So my initial plan was to just hot glue all of this stuff in place, which obviously wouldn't work. I wonder if I take this, you know, like when you are putting screens in a window, you have that like rubber string basically. I wonder if this will do the trick. That would be so rad. It would make this even easier to take out. No, that's not really gonna keep it in place. I have to keep in mind, this is a dog that likes to dig at things, so that's not gonna work. It was worth a shot though. Okay, back to plan C, I guess. Plan A was to just hot glue everything in place. Plan B is to use cam snaps. They're just these little plastic 2-part, well, 4-part technically, snap things. There's lots of versions of them out in the world. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for A, spoiling me with a ton of these, and B, telling me about them in the first place. They're such a game changer for so many different things. I love them. You may be asking yourself, why are you using this like salmon pink? It's because this is as close to red as I could get for the pool noodle, and this seems to match, so I want to like try to tie it all in color-wise. Plan A for the cam snap plan is to see if I can punch through the leather here, fake leather I guess, and see if the snap will hold through here. I know it'll definitely hold in the fabric. That's part of why I hemmed the edges. I mean, I just folded it over once, but to kind of reinforce it a bit so I can put the cam snaps in the corner here. Honestly, even like Velcro or something would be great for something like this. I just need it to be detachable and washable. And so the cam snap kit comes with this clamper guy and an awl. It has some other stuff too, but this is mainly what I use. I just want to see if the awl is going to go through this. Oh yeah, that actually went through pretty easy. Hell yeah, fake leather. Dope. All right, let's see if I can get the snap on there. It is kind of in a weird spot, so we'll see how this goes. All right, let's see if I can get this around all of this stuff. It would be great if this works, because this is also my plan of attack for the curtains. Oh, please, please, please work. Oh shit! This is how it looks on the outside. And we've got the little bit clamped down right here. I'm not flipping you off, I promise. Cool! Oh, I'm so happy. Hell yeah! Entry hole in here. Put the flat bit there. Other side. You just gotta make sure it's the counterpart piece to whatever you have attached here. It just mushes down the center like that. And now that's attached. Make sure it'll snap in. Oh my god, yes! This poor guy, I just knocked another ruler down on him when I was moving the top of the suitcase. He didn't shiver or run, he just like very promptly walked out of the bed and was like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to make you a nice cool bed. And all I'm doing is throwing shit at you. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. I promise not to drop stuff on you, okay? So I'm just gonna do one more snap on the other side here, and then we will tackle the curtains. Ooh, I'm so excited, it's coming together! Did you see how awkwardly I just graced the side of my face with my own hand? I'm just all limbs and I don't know what to do with them. I'm like a baby giraffe. Gotta love projects where you gotta use your head as a fucking prop, right? Okay. I think that's gonna be the toughest part. Uh-oh, there's blood on my hand, and I don't know if that's from me or the dog. Oh, you know what? I stabbed myself with the cam snap. I think that's all that is. Yeah, he's in pristine condition as always. That was a process. And now I can tuck this little bit in here. But we got our little back flap, and it's always gonna have a pillow tucked in under here. So I'm not worried about fixing the bottom to anything. It's gonna be fine. All right, curtain time. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, have I even showed you guys this fabric? Well, if you saw the thumbnail for this, you know what kind of fabric it is. But look, I got candy striper fabric. So this is gonna be for the curtains. And then this kind of hurts your eyes to look at type stripe is gonna be for the pillowcase. I think I asked for the wrong length because I got a 1/2 yard of this and 3/4 of a yard of this, but I meant to switch it. I think initially this was going to be curtains and this was going to be the pillowcase. So this isn't quite wide enough to cover the whole thing. I'm going to make a real basic little pillowcase for him. I'll have it have the open end like I did in my pillowcase video a couple weeks ago, so that it'll be really easy to take off and wash. Even though I literally just said we were going to do the curtains next, I'm going to tackle the pillowcase just to get it done, and I have it in my hand. I would just like to get the eyeball hurty sewing over with now. Okay, so I have run into a problem where this, now that I've like sewn it together and made a lip on the edge, definitely can't fit the pillow. He's also very upset about this design flaw. I'm going to find a strip of fabric somewhere that's gonna match, god damn it, and we're gonna make this work. Excellent, I just ironed this out. I think it's gonna work. Gonna add a panel to the center of this. So I'm gonna cut this in half and we'll add some length to this and it's gonna be great. Nothing to stress about here. If you're wondering how I'm doing this extendable bit, I cut the pillow in half, made a loop with this other fabric the same width as the pillow. Now I'm just gonna attach it right sides together on the open end of the pillow here, and then do another seam right sides together with the closed end of the pillow back here. Pretty straightforward. Look at it! It's like a proper... Oh, it looks so much cooler now. I'm so excited! Oh, I didn't even know my voice could go that high. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this, actually. I like this better than just the regular one. You guys! Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! I love it, I love it, I love it. Can I tell you how much I love it so far? And we haven't even done the curtains, which is the part I'm like most excited about. Man, I have to make a sign for this little tab, right? I'm not a huge clown fan, to be honest. So maybe I draw a little like dachshund with a party hat. I'm gonna think about this while I iron out the curtains, but I need to measure that first. Okay, the teeny tiny curtains are done. I have 2 of these. Now I'm going to start punching some snaps into the top of here and see how we do. Okie doke. I'm just gonna do the snaps the same way I did before. Let's get to stabbing. Is this extreme cam snapping? All right, I'm gonna install the rest of these and then I'll check back in with the finished result. Oh my goodness! I'm really glad I did the 2 different stripes. I'm so pumped. Okay, we're gonna add the pool noodle. All I'm doing is, this is a dollar store pool noodle. That's hard to say. I feel like I have a speech impediment when I try to say it. I have a box cutter. Anything's gonna work for this. These are pretty easy. I'm just gonna cut a slit all the way down one side. I should do this on the floor, so maybe it's a little straighter. But when was I ever known for making smart decisions? I mean, it's still holding itself together pretty well, which is perfect and why I wanted to use this for this exact purpose. So I'm going to wrap it around the zipper edge and push it down as much as I can because it's meant to be flexible and turned into shit in the pool. It's gonna go around these corners pretty well. I didn't know if it was going to be too bulky or if it just wasn't going to stay down, but this is exactly what I was hoping for. All right, and now that I'm at this end, I'm just going to hack off the excess carefully. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. All right, and I'll probably stuff this into a dog toy. And I think we're done. I'm so excited that you like it. I'm so excited how it turned out. It's definitely gonna get more accessories going forward, but the main thing is done and it's usable again, and he seems pretty alright with it. And the best part is I can tuck all of his toys right in here, and then obviously when he's not in it, I can like close this up, zip it up, pack it up with me, tuck the pool noodle inside, and have it as like a little travel bed. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this bed is a rousing success. I'm really proud of how everything came out. Look at him just partying up there. He's small enough, he's just chilling on my desk. This is super cute. I would never leave him unattended up here. He's usually underneath, as you probably saw earlier. He's just the best little chunk, and I feel so lucky to have him, and I get to make really silly shit like this. I did a whole video on this little Bertie Bott's inspired dachshund party hat, clown hat, whatever, applique thing. It's like a brooch almost. That was super fun to make. I'm really proud of how it came out. My one complaint about the Bertie Bott's packaging are the weird clown baby things on them, so I really like this a lot more. And then I did a little exclusive video on my Patreon as far as how I made the little squeak toy beans. So if you would like to check that out, any tier at all, even if you just do it for 1 month, that'll get you access for as little as $1 over on my Patreon. All links to everything in the description. I'm gonna go play with this little dummy since he has a whole bunch of new toys to fuck around with. I'll see you all back here with another video on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out. Hey! The paperwork says he's 11, but he does that kind of shit all the time and will run away from you with it.